Hello, welcome to everyone in this video. This is our lecture number 76 already. Loops are parallel and perpendicular to this common axis, right? So suppose current I flow in the big loop. Suppose current I flow in the big loop, find the flux through the little loop. So if there is a current flow within this loop, you need to find out flux within that loop. Since there is a current flow within loop, so there is a magnetic field in this region, and this magnetic field will be like that. You can see the equation number 5.38 of this book, that is electricity electrodynamics by DJ Griffith, right? So there is a magnetic field which is like that, and flux is nothing but magnetic fields dot area. And since these are perpendicular, so this cos 0 is 1, so this is b into area of this loop, that is pi a square. So this will be the flux within that region. So suppose find out the flux through this loop. So we find out the flux through this loop. Okay, next says suppose current I flow in the little loop. Now there is a current flow in this small loop. Find the flux through the big one. So this is the reverse of this previous one. You know, when this current flow within a small loop, we can treat this as a dipole, electrical dipole, right? And this dipole, since this treated as a dipole, whose dipole moment is nothing but current into area. So the dipole moment is nothing but within this loop is current into the area of this loop, right? So due to this dipole, the magnetic field is produced in this region, and this is the expression for the magnetic field produced. And you can watch, this is already discussed in our previous lecture, or you can see the equation number 5.86 of this book, right? So there is a magnetic field produced due to this small loop. Okay, now what will be the flux? The flux is nothing but b dot area, magnetic field into area. So this is you can just dot product. The area is perpendicular to a, so there will be only the 2 cos theta into small area which is perpendicular to r. You can see in the polar coordinate system, this will be the r d theta, and this is r sin theta d phi. So if you multiply, this will be the small area. Okay, so integration of d phi will be total, that is 2 pi. Integration of d phi is 2 pi, and this will be integrated about this maximum to theta 0. This angle will be theta. This maximum angle will be actually theta naught. We take this as a theta naught, which is nothing but b by r. Since this angle will be this loop is very small, angle is very small, that's why you can take this one, where r is nothing but z root under z square plus b square. So simply integrating this one and put this value of theta naught, you can easily find out this value. Since theta naught is very small, sin theta is nothing but nearly equal to theta. Here actually we approximate sin theta nearly to theta, or you can you can get sin theta from here also, no problem. These are the same things you will be obtained. Okay, so our observation you can see this expression we obtain, that is the magnetic field due to the small current loop. For this this large current loop is mu naught I pi a square b square by 2 of this, and the reverse one, which is current flow in the big loop, and we measured the flux in the small region, this is also the same, right? So we can conclude that when current flow in the big loop, the flux in the small loop, and when current flow in the small loop, flux in the big loop are the same. Okay, these two are equal. Flux, induced flux are equal into these two cases. Next, find out the mutual inductance of and confine these two are equal. You know flux is nothing but mutual inductance into current. So we already find out the flux. So divided by current, you will be get the mutual inductance M12 equal to like that, M21 equal to like that. And since flux are equal and current are equal, that's why these two are equal. Very simple. Next one. Next question says a square loop of radius loop of wire of radius A, sorry, side A, lies midway between two long wire 3A apart. This is the long wire, and within this region this is a small loop A, side A, whose side A, the same plane. Actually the long wire rectangular loop, but the short end, so far end can be neglected. A clockwise current, a square loop gradually increases. In this clockwise current, which is gradually increases at like that, find the EMF induced in the big loop. So you need to find out the EMF induced in the big loop. So previously we just proved that the mutual inductance or the flux due to small one of the capital one is equals to the reverse one, right? Just before we prove that, which will be sorry, actually helps to answer this question. Here current flow in the small loop, and you need to find out the EMF induced in large one. Mutual inductance are equal, right? So if you taking this is current flow in that region, so due to this current flow, EMF induced will be like that, you know. Sorry, due to this current line conductor, the magnetic field will be like that. Since they are two are in the opposite direction current, so magnetic field will be in the same direction in this region. That's why there is two will be appear here. Say two will be appear here, and sorry, this B equal to like that. So the magnetic field will be like that, flux will be like that, and the ds, and sorry, this small area, this is A and this is ds. Okay, so A into ds is the area, A into ds is the area, and this distance will be the s. Okay, so just calculating, you can easily find out this flux within loop for one wire, and this for the symmetry in the second wire also same, and these two are in the same direction. Magnetic field will be the same direction, that's why this will be the flux. Okay, so the mutual inductance will be like that, and the induced EMF will be like that. So the induced EMF actually its origin, right? So its origin in magnetic origin is this current, and this current magnetic field will be into the page, and so this current in such direction such that it can outward, right? So this will be outward of this page. Next one. Find the self inductance per unit length of a long solenoid of radius r carrying in n turn per unit n turn per unit length. This is a solenoid whose line density is turn density is n turns per unit length. So the flux, this is nothing but the magnetic field within this solenoid, and this is the area. This is the flux for single loop. There is, if you take L length, so there will be turn will be n into L, because n is the number of turn per unit length. So this is the number of turns within this length. So the total flux will be just product of this number within this single loop. Will we get this one? So self inductance is nothing but phi equals to Li, so L equals to phi by I. Will we get mu naught L square pi R square L. So the self inductance per unit length is nothing but this L by sorry. So finally we will get this one d minus epsilon L equal to d within that region. So the self inductance is nothing but flux phi by I. So if you divide it by I, you will get this expression. Clear? Next one. An alternating current, this whose amplitude and frequency are given, flowed on a straight wire which run around a axial toroidal coil. A toroidal coil, a rectangular cross section, which is rectangular cross section, and this current is flow within this coil. The coil is connected to a 500 ohm. This resistance will be connected. In the quasi-static approximation, what EMF induced in this toroid? You need to find out the induced EMF within this toroid and find the current. So the magnetic field, you know, toroid will be like that. Mu naught Ni, N is nothing but N by this. Number of turns per unit length. So the flux will be like that. Be into a right. Just taking integration. So the total flux will be N into this. Just product the multiply this number of turn. We get so induced EMF equal to d phi dt. Okay. Just put the value of given here data. Put the value of given data. You will finally get this EMF. And the current is nothing but the EMF, that is that voltage by resistance. This will gives you the answer. Clear? Next one, calculate the back EMF of the coil due to this current. This EMF produced or the induced current, due to this induced current there is a back EMF produced. So this will be nothing but this one. So just take this L value equal to like that. So the back EMF equals to like that. This expression actually taken from this book. So put this value, you can easily find out this back EMF, and the ratio you need to find out the ratio of their back EMF with respect to direct EMF. So this will be the corresponding ratio. Sorry. A capacitor C up to a potential V connected in the inductor as shown in this figure at time t equal to 0, switch is closed. Find the current of the circuit. How does your answer change when R is induced in this region? So when this is fully charged and then this will be connect. So from the KVL you can see the voltage across the L di dt and voltage across this capacitor Q by C. So the total voltage will be 0 because there is no voltage source. Kirchhoff voltage law. KVL means Kirchhoff voltage law. So I is nothing but dq dt. So dq dt, if you put I equals to dq dt. This will be d2q dt square. This one. So this is the simple harmonic motion whose solution will be like that. At t equal to 0, charge equals to cv, because initially this will be fully charged. So if you put this value, you can easily find out the value of constant A. After that, the current dq dt, I equals to dq dt. If your derivative is this expression, then you can easily find out the value of this constant B. Okay. So this will be the charge, and this corresponding current will be like that. Clear? Now, if you introduce the resistors R, so there will be additional voltage difference across R, that is IR. So this will be like that. And this is nothing but differential equation of a damping motion. Whose solution? Sorry. So solution is depend actually B and omega naught. B will be larger, then they will be overdamped. Actually, you know about this thing in the wave and oscillation. Okay. So if you do not solve this equation, you can comment in the comment box. I will provide you the solution of this equation, which are actually given in the any standard books of the wave and oscillation, that is the damped harmonic oscillation. Okay. So that's it for today. This is all about me. This is my contact details. You can connect with me with this telegram channel, so that you can connect it with me, where I will provided this next video, or the copy pdf copy of this video also can download it from this telegram channel. This is my other social media, and this is my YouTube channel details. Go to this channel, you will get the different physics related video like this session. If you learn something from this session,